Welcome back to Let's Play Trails in the Sky. Last time, we got the Zemurian Moss, fought an evil penguin, and saved Agate. Today we're going to do a patrol of Zeiss and report back to the Bracer Guild. Anyone up here? Nope. Okay. I sure hope the professor's okay. We decided to adopt that new maintenance technique I thought of after the orbital shutdown. We're calling it rebooting. Of course, we need to get the Capella back before we can really ascertain its effectiveness. The Bracer Guild is doing their part too. Things might be looking up, don't you think? So, how's Agate doing? He's asleep. I think he'll be alright. How are you guys doing? We're investigating. Just leave it to us while you keep an eye on Agate. Okay. Be careful, Estelle. I'm going to stay here and watch Agate for a while. Be careful, Estelle. Thank you for yesterday. With your help, you've saved him. He hasn't woken up, but he's definitely past the worst. He's no longer unconscious, just in a deep sleep. It won't be long before he wakes up, I'm sure. He hasn't woken up yet, but it appears Agate is stable. Tita hasn't left his side. She's been a tremendous help. That Ray, he's unbelievable. I have to admit he's getting a lot of positive reviews on his research project. I need to step it up on my sneaker project like that. There we go. Morning. I just finished with this term's thesis. Want to hear the title? It's called The Acerbic Tomato, an analysis of greenhouse horticulture and its importance on nutritional balance in food. Just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? I'm so good at making this stuff up, I even amaze myself. It's a little long, though. But if you're happy with it, Ray. Oh, good morning. I started putting together my next thesis yesterday. It's going to be about the need for pursuing a user-accessible design philosophy. At this stage, there are a lot of vague points and even I don't grasp all the specifics. But I think as engineers, it's an important challenge. I'm finishing the initial paperwork for my next thesis. Upgrading the orbit mechanism or the wing cross-section isn't going to result in further increase to the ship's propulsion coefficient. Therefore, I believe we should shift our design focus from performance to accessibility. I propose we reposition the essential mechanics along the current lines of the ship's ferry, according to their respective maintenance needs. I see. Maximize the potential of the Arceus' current aerodynamics while facilitating usability. An interesting perspective. High efficiency with a predetermined performance range is something we haven't been examining. It's obviously still in the concept stage, but a fascinating design direction nonetheless. Also, we've never thought about reconfiguring our internal design to favor accessibility. We've proven this engine's technical prowess already. Once we incorporate the professor's new essential drive orbit, I'm sure it will exceed any of our performance estimates. Therefore, I think working to streamline those limits to work within current design parameters will yield the highest net performance benefit. That young lady there is a new member of the Orbital Engine project team. She looks like she'll be able to hold her own well enough. I'm sure the Arceus is aching to feel the wind beneath its wings again. I hope we can keep the project moving ahead at a brisk pace. Good morning. Here's hoping that was one quiet day, right? See, now that you said something, Constance, it won't be. The key to a quiet day is not jinxing it. Good morning. Got anything yet? Not yet. We're out to the guild to see what kind of information we can gather now. Sheeta's not with you? She went to the clinic to check up on Agate. She's very worried about him. I see. Please bring back Professor Russell safely, for Tita's sake. We will, I promise. We'll do our absolute best. Elfield, excuse her. We'll be waiting for news. This is really bad. I have not been able to stop thinking about Rudy lately. It's not that I like him or anything, it's just that he needs me to take care of him. I can't work like this. Rudy, I can't stop thinking about him. I just sent a letter to bring him too. I have the worst timing. Oh yeah, we did do that letter from side quest. Uh-oh. Where is Ruby? Anyways, we'll... Good morning, everyone. I believe Tita's in the clinic on the 4th floor. It seems she was very anxious to see if Agate was alright. You know, once my systems get a little bigger, I'm getting out of this place. I'm going to get into the central factory, start at the bottom, and learn to build airships. I gotta help my mom out for the time being, though. Mom can get pretty swamped having to take care of 4 little baby systems. Good morning, welcome to maintenance. We're ready to do our best. I still don't have that much Zephyr. I came to pick up some mobile cameras, and my son actually helped me with it. Let's come over here. Morning. There ain't nothing like one of these energy drinks first thing in the morning. Good morning. Don't my flowers smell nice? The Cecilia is on schedule. Time to read the news. Oh, crap. Oh, I hope. Ooh. Okay, we're ready for landing. May as well check the cargo. This morning, I met a Republic orbit merchant named Dodge. He asked to see the landing pad, and now I've been roped into showing him around. Over there, Dodge, is support for raw materials and the construction base shuts down. Airship engineering has really advanced. I imagine it won't be long before we got ships going out to even Dodge's home. I can't think of the words to describe this place. It's just incredible. One day I'd like to deal in the airship business, but my hometown wanted me to build a landing port first. Okay, we're ready for landing. May as well check the cargo. Oh, I hope I didn't miss a newspaper. Oh, I didn't think about that. Carl came by early this morning. Carl's eyes were all bloodshot. I wonder if he got any sleep last night. Seeing how focused he is on his job, it's so inspiring. I want to be a scientist when I get older. Of course, I probably won't be able to focus on just one research project at a time. That can be a plus too. I don't know why, but Carl came to see me this morning. Said he came to tell me he finally understood my policy about weapon dependability. Probably had to take the point of view of the user during some research. Change his own point of view. I think Carl finally starting to understand the power of dependability in a weapon. Probably had to take the point of view of the user during his research. Hope Elkin notices it too. I heard the ones who attacked the central factory were members of the Royal Guard. My Vince said he saw soldiers in blue uniforms. I couldn't believe it, but Vince isn't one to tell lies. For the instant, my little Muriel suddenly decided she'd like to work at the factory. Can you believe it? But if she really wants to work there, I'll speak with her grandfather about it, but I don't really think it'd do very much good. I think my mom might be wrong. I want to be a receptionist in the central factory. I should be able to get a position easily enough. The table's getting old. Damn. Early this morning, Carl came to the store and said I get what saying means now and left. What could have happened? The engineer Carl. Seems like Sane's indoctrinated him at last. Not a bad thing. Okay. Message received, Dr. Knowles. Activate orbital engines. Commence Apple shrinkage. Beep, weep, ka-chink. Listen up, Liddy. You have to put merchandise the customers have moved back to their original place. I'm thinking it's time to get my brother working here. I'll teach him all about the facets of item display. Okay, we haven't missed one. Right? Yeah. Oh my god, that was scary. Good morning. I'm having a great day so far. Finally, my wife seems to be getting what I'm doing. She told me that we don't need to expand our product line any more than we have. Running your own business can be tough, so finding ways to economize is top priority. And not being forced to expand will go a long way for both my wallet and my customers. My wife finally understands and told me I didn't have to expand our product line. My wife finally gets it. That alone is a huge motivator. I had a long talk with my husband this morning about the direction of the store. We decided not to expand our line of merchandise anymore. I'm to be in charge of product ordering and stock. I wonder how it'll go. We won't know without trying. It's nice to see this family resolving its issues. Oh, all that talk of new recipes and hard work, and with the straight face the whole time? That Ben really had me going there for a minute. I've been so busy lately. In addition to my regular work, I've also been tinkering with some new drinks. If I keep this up, I'm sure to burn out sometime soon. We working class Joes need to watch out for each other, right? I've been working on some new drinks and dishes lately that have really been keeping me busy. I suppose I need to pace myself so I don't fall over. Yesterday, I made this new soup I just learned about and had Louise eat some. She's been so busy lately, she hasn't had time to eat. At least her sister and girl seem to enjoy it, though. Being dedicated to your job is good and all, but everyone needs a break sometimes. All work and no play makes me worry about turning into Ben one day. I already talked to her about that too. Why does Emma insist on speaking so loudly to the customers? I know she just started, it's anxious to make a good first impression, but she'll give all the customers heart attacks. Even though I'm from Zeiss myself, why is she shouting the greeting at the customers? Does she want to give them all heart attacks? Uh-oh. Martina told me that I was overdoing things. I did just start working here though. Of course I'm going to give it all. I want to be a cleaning avenger! Oh dear. My sister was worrying about her job last night, but she seemed to figure something out when she was drinking the soup. Maybe it's the sun in it that jogs her brain? Oh, I don't think that's it. I think she just had... You're not a scientist, Uriel, so you wouldn't understand it. Thank you for making the time to help us, Igor. Why, it's no trouble at all. An old obsolete angel like me has plenty of time. Ha! Obsolete, he said. He also spelled the art sail, the greatest machine to ever fly, and he's obsolete. Okay, then just old. My small part in the art sail's construction wore me out. I couldn't keep up with Russell, but I've got to serve as best as I can, even at my age. Very well, let's get this started. Yes, let's. At times like last night, I feel that Father Vixen's opinion is perfectly valid. If we show generosity to others, they will surely show generosity in return. But treating the church as an apothecary is not a proper show of respect. Oh, hello. Did the medicine work out? Yes, for the most part. According to Dr. Merriam at the Central Factory, Agate is passed to work with it. I see, that is relief. Yes, he ought to be fine. This is Agate we're talking about, after all. Indeed. He's tough enough to even give Zen a run for his money. But Father, we're real sorry for bothering you so late. Making you stay up like that putting the serum together. My dear, anyone who saw little Tuta's face would have done exactly the same thing. Seeing that shy little girl with such a wild look about her would spur anyone to action. I'll be praying for Agate's full and speedy recovery. Thank you. We deeply appreciate it. You're welcome here whenever you wish to visit. And that is the patrol of Zeiss. What the hell did I get stuck on? Morning, Kilika. Good morning. And to you both. Has Zen already left? Yes, he took an airliner to Granson some time ago. I wish I could have come to see him off. Speaking of which, do you two know each other somehow? A bit, quite some time ago. But that's beside the point. Have you noticed the strange current in the air? The winds are shifting. Hey, no changing the subject. Wait, we aren't talking about the weather, aren't we? Have you learned something about that airship? Not a thing, but I believe this disquieting atmosphere is related to the Royal Army mobilizing. For one thing, I've sent a message to the Royal Army headquarters at Leiston Fortress, but there's been no response. Secondly, all the mandatory inspections throughout the kingdom have been lifted. What? What's that all about? This isn't about another turf war like the Sky Bandits, is it? No, it would be strange for them to call off inspections if that were the case. If they had caught the culprits themselves, surely they would have sent word around. Maybe there is something in the air. Incidentally, I've not been able to contact the intelligence division at Leiston Fortress either. It is possible that the Royal Army has some sort of internal issue going on. Some sort of— oh wait! The stuff that Dorothy shot! The picture of those guys in black wearing the Royal Guard uniform. Someone mention my name? Tiny. Dorothy! Speak of the deviling, yea verily. Wow, what an ordeal. I finally got in touch with my editor's office and Neil happened to be there. When I told him about giving up my full course to the army, he just about blew his stack. So unfair! Which means they haven't given it back yet? Right, I mean, how rude is that? And after I've gone to the trouble of going to Leiston Fortress to get it back too. Wow, you've got some fire to you. Well, I guess I have to have one redeeming trait, right? Anyway, I didn't have any other option but to just take a picture of the fort for the paper. It does make for a great shot though, it lights up all pretty at night. You took a pretty picture of the fort. Not to mention you're supposed to obtain permission to photograph any part of a military installation. Come on, it's not like it's that big a deal. Here, take a look, I just developed it. Dorothy placed the photo on the counter. Hello. Hey, that is a pretty nice shot. So this is Leiston Fortress. Wow, Dorothy, you've really got a good eye for this. Wait a sec. What's wrong, Estelle? It might just be my imagination, but do you see anything there on the top right? What? You're right. It's not very clear, but there's definitely a small shadow there. Whistles! I'm not even gonna try and whistle. You got sharp eyes, though. I mean, I took the picture and I didn't notice that at all. Well, what can I say? Well, it's just a silhouette. Maybe it's an army ship? No, that's a guard ship. This is that small airship from before. Before? It's the same silhouette as the airship that the professor was taken away in. Right. Wait, what? Now, if you remember, like, 10-15 episodes ago, we learned that people are hiding out in Leiston Fortress. This is tying into that. Wait, what? Hold on just one second. Why would that ship be anywhere near here? This is a Royal Army installation, isn't it? Calm down, Estelle. There are plenty of possibilities to consider before we go and jump into conclusions. Maybe we should go straight to Leiston Fortress and ask what this is about. What? I see, you intend to put it to them directly. Provoke a response, perhaps. Do you think that would be a bad idea? Not at all. You have my authorization. This has the potential to be a huge disaster. Whatever might be going on there, this matter must be handled delicately. You're starting to scare me, Kilika. But you're probably right. We have to handle this very carefully. Hey, Dorothy, can we have a copy of this picture? Sure. After all, you guys have done a lot for me. Thanks. I owe you one. If you intend to go to Leiston Fortress, you'll need to leave via the east entrance and take the right roadway. When you reach the three-way fork in the road, stay on the northern fork, and you'll eventually wind up in front of the fort's main gate. Please use the utmost caution. Roger that. Acknowledge. The road to Leiston Fortress starts from the east exit. Did we not have this report? No, we haven't done this yet. Now, can we go out the other exits? Nope. Okay. You know what? We'll do it. I will say this monster we're about to fight is not missable. Is mandatory. The monster will be on the path to the, well, case in point. Oh, and you brought friends. Oh, that's bad. Blame him. Uh-oh, you can delay it. Oh, then delay it. Oh, you heal. Okay.
Finished.
Oh, it's all the small fry down. Oh, you just survived. Glad we killed all the small frights. Those death throws were deadly.
Let's move out.
We'll report to the guild in a little bit. Can I go this way? I doubt it, because you can go this way. Okay, we can do a patrol here. I mean, we still haven't caught the terrorists yet, and we canceled inspections? I don't get it, but soldiers don't need to understand their orders, only carry them out. It's all for the good of the kingdom. The chief was just as surprised when we were ordered to cancel inspections. I thought it was a mistake. Yeah, inspections are over. I wonder what happened. Oh well, it's not like they need to give us a reason. I'm just glad we don't have to do it anymore. It was dull. I wonder if they caught those terrorists yet. I imagine they'd announce it. No use worrying about it. We stopped them so suddenly. We haven't caught anyone yet, so what was the point? Sometimes I wonder why we do inspections at all. Suspension of inspections is a direct order from High Command. Our job is to follow orders, not to question or judge them. We are ordered to continue our patrol activity for safety. I'm sure High Command received some information that made these inspections irrelevant. I don't expect you to accept this explanation, but I do expect you to listen to it. I'm glad inspections are over. That private jewels though, all tall and straight. Yum. There's just something about men at work. He's so much manlier than those inspection soldiers. It won't surprise me if Jules or Hector got promoted to the Royal Guardsman. Private Jules in that tight Royal Guardsman uniform? Sweet honeybee of infinity. Welcome, have a seat. They sure stopped those inspections quick enough. It don't bother me either way, but I hope it don't hurt the investigation any. I still ain't heard that they caught them terrorists yet. I wonder if they're right to be stopping the inspections. I need to double check the dialogue hasn't changed. Dialogue did not change. They stopped inspections? Did they already catch those criminals, I wonder? I don't remember seeing anything about it in the liberal news. Thank goodness, everything finally seems back to normal. Still, won't stopping inspections so soon have an effect on the inspect? Certainly not privy to the military scene, but it does worry me a little. Have an effect on the investigation? Nice, I got through gate inspection so quickly. It's smooth sailing now. I'm in, just like I planned. Oh, thank goodness I got into the capital like I planned. I've got places to go with my girlfriend after all. So glad I got in alright. All the soldiers and inspection were a bit nerve-wracking, but our man was so sweet. Looks like we got back in time for the Queen's birthday. I can't wait. What? I'm busy right now. Take your questions somewhere else. I don't understand why we suspended visitor inspection, but orders are orders. It is interesting that we're supposed to go to Leiston Fortress, but we can stop in at the same time gate. There's no guard out here? There we go. Last night I saw an airship I've never seen before flying in the western sky. I thought it might have had something to do with the incident, so I reported. Inspections are over, so we probably won't be doing any more terrorist investigations. There was this airship I've never seen before flying out to the west. Leiston Fortress to the west. Do you think they're testing some new model airship there? So that's why inspections stopped. Interesting. Well, let's go to Leiston Fortress, and we're gonna stop at that part. Wow, check out the size of this space. It's gotta be several times as big as the Hawking Gate, don't you think? Yeah, you may be right. It was apparently the primary base of the counteroffensive in the war 10 years ago. Oh, okay, that's pretty impressive. Let's go outside and see if we can talk to whoever's in charge. What is it? Nothing. It's just that you're not acting like your usual timid self. You're starting to remind me of that. Oh, come on. It's not like I'm not nervous. But after General Morgan, how bad can it be? I guess you're right. I wonder if he's still at the Hawking Gate. Huh? There's no one here. That's strange. There's usually a gatekeeper outside at least. Identify yourselves. Where'd that come from? Probably a speaker. This is Leiston Fortress, HQ of Liberal's Royal Armed Forces. This place is off limits to civilians. I'm afraid you're going to have to leave. They sound polite, but yeah, I think they're just being extra cautious. Can you two hear me? Sorry, but we're not civilians. We're from the Bracer Guild. We're here to discuss the matter of the central lab being attacked. Can we please speak with the individual in charge? Are you actual Bracers then? If you don't believe us, you can inspect our emblems. You can see them, right? Indeed, you appear to be the genuine article. However, I regret to inform you that the CEO of this base is currently away. Perhaps he can come back another day. No commanding officer? Well, that sounds sloppy. In that case, anyone from the intelligence division will be fine. We have information that must either go to either Colonel Richard or Captain Malthayan. Very well, wait there. Phew, it's like pulling teeth with these guys. Yeah, I wasn't expecting security to be quite this tight here. Whoa! Well, someone's here at least. Ah. Please forgive me for making you wait. I am Major Set, Garrison Commander of Leiston Fortress. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild, and I'm Joshua Bright, also of the Bracer Guild. Bright. Is something wrong? Nothing. Pardon me. On to business. You mentioned the attack on the central lab? I'm very sorry, but no one from the intelligence division is currently here. If you'd have a message I could deliver for you. That could be a problem. Okay, time to shake things up. Oh, I don't remember what the correct answer to this is. So before I go picking it, and here we found the lead on the airship that took away the professor. What? What? Why do you look so surprised, Major? Oh, it's nothing. We've just been searching for it, too. So, what is this lead anyway? Take a look at this. Hand it over Dorothy's photograph. This is Leiston Fortress, isn't it? How'd you get this picture? Now, no need to get looked up. Look at the top right corner of that picture. Let's see. What the? It's obviously not the silhouette of a military patrol ship, is it? It's a spitting image of the airship that took away the professor. Indeed, this is a grave matter. Thank you for your cooperation. I'll send a report to the intelligence division straight away. Huh? Hey, wait a minute. Is that it? Is what it? I mean, don't you think this is weird? Why would the suspect ship be hanging around here? It's embarrassing to admit, but I'm afraid that's entirely my fault. We have been aggressively searching along the border, so security wasn't as tight at home as it should have been then. And if this airship fled to the north, it's possible that this whole matter is the work of the Empire. Really? I'd like to know just one thing. Where exactly are all of the intelligence personnel right now? That's classified. I'm sorry I can't say more. Okay, now maybe it's just me, but don't you think this all kind of smells a little funny? I know, but without any concrete evidence, pursuing this lead won't do us any good. Yeah. Huh? Oh. Huh? What the? What? Why did it stop short? What? Did that phenomenon start up again? Joshua, that's... Yeah, I think that's exactly what we needed. It seems I've let you see us at our work. Looks like the gate mechanism isn't in the best of condition. Indeed, that's a real problem. Maybe you could get some folks from the central factory lab to repair it? I'll bet someone like Professor Russell could have it good as new and no time flat. Yes, I'll keep that in mind. You two, maintain post here until it's back in working order. Be sure to keep any careless civilians away. Sir, yes, sir. Understood, sir. That said, you two can be on your way. I'll be certain to take that photograph to intelligence. Now, if you'll pardon me. You heard the man. This area's off limits. Be on your way. Can I talk to you? Nope. Okay. Well, so we got a lead. Somehow I find it hard to believe a word that guy said, especially if that little malfunction just saw is what I think it is. Yes, there was probably that same phenomenon, which would mean the professor was being held prisoner inside. Shh, it's down. This isn't the place to be discussing that. Okay, for now let's get back to Zeiss and see what Kilika has to say. If we have the chance, we can call for the lab chief. Okay, I didn't want to continue, but I just can't believe that Professor Russell is at Leiston Fortress. Are you absolutely certain? Miss Dorothy's photograph and the shutdown of orbital power in the gate. These two things combined make the conclusion inescapable. But the Central Factory and the Royal Army have always had excellent relations. Now I'm expected to believe this? It's not as if the internal command structure of the military is all run by a single entity. The people who attacked the factory were seen escaping, and they look like Royal Guardsmen. That in itself is a clue. Oh, and that would mean the Royal Guardsmen are being set up? My thoughts exactly. This may be some form of internal conspiracy within the Royal Army. This is unpleasant to think about. But how could the professor get caught up in something like this? Sounds like he found a lead on our friendly neighborhood criminals. Well, Agate! Good to see you back on your feet. Yeah, I just woke up a few minutes ago. It was a little weird waking up in a strange place after being put to bed like some baby. For the love of, everyone is worried about you, alright? Are you sure you're okay with moving around so soon? Yeah, sleeping so damn much didn't give me any other option than to recover. Feeling pretty much back to normal. But Agate, you should probably rest some more. You just got the poison out of your system and the doctor said, I just said I'm fine. I've been training for years. It's not that rough on someone like me. Alright, I get it. I won't overdo it anything until I'm back to normal. That cool with you? Okay. Damn kid. Even the mighty Agate is no match for Tito. I guess it's hard to say no to someone who's kept a constant vigil over you and nursed you back to health. Ah, shut up. Getting back to the point, it looks like a lot's been going on while I've been out of commission. Mind filling me in on the details? Sure. Estelle explained that all the signs pointed to Professor Russell being held captive at Leiston Fortress. I still can't believe that Grandpa's in there. I wouldn't have thought those goons in the black clothes were army types either. And suddenly I'm feeling better than ever. Let's say we go and settle our debts right now. Settle our debts? Ain't it obvious? We sneak into Leiston Fortress. We'll bust the profile and they'll never know what hit them. Oh, okay, like selling everything in one big stroke. I'm afraid it's not that simple. Huh? The Bracelet Guild has a long-standing policy of non-intervention when it comes to a nation's military. Article 3 of the Guild Code. Bracelets are non-involvement in military or political matters. A bracelet will recognize a nation's sovereignty and may not interfere with nor arrest any person of national, military, or political standing. Or to put it more simply, as long as the army is playing dumb about this, our hands are tied. Oh, you've got to be kidding. No way, that doesn't make sense. You mean that we can witness a crime if it's done by a soldier or a politician? We just have to pretend we didn't see anything? Essentially, yes. There is, however, a loophole. Article 2 of the Guild Code. Bracelets are their duty to the people. In the event of unjust impairment of citizens, Bracelets' sworn duty is to bear the responsibility for citizens' safety. Do you understand the significance of this? I see. The professor is not a politician or a soldier. He's a civilian whom we're sworn to protect. So then, the rest hinges upon you, Mr. Murdoch. In this case, we're obligated to oppose the Royal Army to save Professor Russell. Will you help us? Stupid question. The factory needs it. Now all of liberal needs now. Go and get it. Mr. Murdoch, thank you! No need to thank me. I owe Professor Russell for all of the stuff. And so we have adequate justification to proceed. Bracelets, Agate, Estelle, and Joshua. You are hereby ordered to proceed to Leiston Fortress and rescue Professor Russell. It is not as above board as you may be accustomed to, but is a request of the Bracelet Guild nevertheless. Now you're talking, acknowledge. Heck, bring it on. For doing this, we have to figure out how we're getting in there. Leiston Fortress is pretty damn famous for being impossible to break into. That's true, it's easy to say we're going to do it, but putting it into practice is going to take some serious planning. There has to be some way of getting inside. Unfortunately, security there is nigh unto perfect. Approaching from the lake would likely be impossible since it's monitored by an network of orbital sensors. I figured as much, and the frontal assault would be tantamount to suicide. Hey, Mr. Murdoch, you know that orange airship that goes to Leiston Fortress? Yes, that's the Leibniz. It makes periodic stops on suspected equipment at the fort to make sure it's performing properly. Is there any way you could sneak into the fortress on it? No, all of the crew members go through a security check as soon as they land. It'd be impossible to just sneak away. How about stowing away in the cargo? No good. Each container is scanned with the biosensor for living creatures, and they check each and every one. Plus, these sensors were designed by Professor Russell himself. They can even pick up one little mouse in a huge mass system. Well, damn. Oh! What is it, sweetie? Don't you remember? Grandpa's invention, from when I was showing you around. Let me think. Aha! When you were helping with the experiments on a new type of orbit, right? Yeah, it produces a force field that can disrupt the biosensor. We've already tested that once, so everything will be fine. What, really? I had no idea the professor had ever made anything like that. Where's this device then? I guess it must be right where he left it in his laboratory. Then we have no time to lose. Hurry and retrieve this device. In the meantime, I will gather and collate whatever data I can on Leiston Fortress. Got it, thanks. Leave the arrangement of the delivery by 11 next to you, Mr. Murdoch. Alright, I'll talk to Gustav. Just come to the airfield when you're ready. Take that machine to me to the soldier vessel. I'll collect all day about the base I can. We'll do this next time. This went longer than I thought I wanted to. Next time on Trails in the Sky, we get ready to break into Leiston Fortress. I'll see y'all then.